Welcome to the A Justice YouTube channel. This is the second video lesson of intellectual property rights. We will provide multiple choice questions also after this chapter. Let's start with the chapter 2. Chapter 2. Patent Act 1970. Through this chapter we will discuss the following topics. 1. Introduction to the Patent Act 1970. 2. Patentability and patent eligibility. 3. Patent specification. 4. Procedure to obtain patent. 5. Rights of patentee and limitations. 6. Revocation of patent. 7. Working of patent and compulsory licensing. 8. Utility model protection. Let's discuss the topics in detail. Topic 1. Introduction to the Patent Act 1970. Patent is a statutory right granted to an inventor by state for a novel, non-obvious invention having utility for a limited period of time. The invention could be a product or a process. The seminal purpose of grant of patent is disclosure of the invention. Besides this, patent also prevents researchers from reinventing the wheel. Apart from its commercial use to the patentee, a patent embodies rich technological information and could be used for identifying, inter alia, legal information, bibliographical information and technological information. The patent system in India is governed by the Patents Act 1970. The Patent Act 1970 has undergone 3 amendments in the year 1999, 2002 and 2005. These amendments were made in the Patents Act 1970 so as to conform to the trade-related aspect of Intellectual Property Rights Agreement 1994. Topic 2. Section 2, 1J of the Act stipulates that invention means a new product or process involving an inventive step and capable of industrial application. However, Section 3 of the Act provides an exhaustive list of subject matter which cannot be considered as inventions under the Act. Section 4 of the Act prohibits grant of patent for inventions related to atomic energy. To be protected under the Act, invention has to be new, should involve an inventive step and should be capable of industrial application. These 3 norms are referred to as a criterion of patentability. The concept of novelty is incorporated in patent law to avoid reinventing the wheel. Novelty is decided based on prior publication, prior claiming and prior use. As per the Act, to qualify the criteria of inventive step, the invention should not be obvious to the person skilled in the art. The third criterion of patentability is that the invention should be capable of industrial application. The invention seeking protection under the Act should have some utility. Topic 3. Patent specification. Section 10 of the Act provides that the patent specification shall, amongst others, provide a detailed description of the invention, with the best method of performing the same and the claims defining the scope of the invention for which protection is sought. According to Section 9 of the Act, the patent specification can be divided into 2 categories. 1. Provisional specification. And 2. Complete specification. A provisional specification helps to establish the priority of the applicant over any other person who is likely to file an application for patent in respect of the same invention being developed concurrently. A provisional specification should essentially contain the title and description of the invention and shall start with a preamble. The following specification describes the invention. On the other hand, the complete specification particularly describes the invention and discloses the best method of performing it. The complete specification is majorly required to contain the following parts. 1. Title. 2. Field and use of invention. 3. Prior art and problem to be solved. 4. Object of invention. 5. Summary of invention. 6. Detailed description of invention. 7. Best method of working of the invention. 8. Statement of claims. 9. Drawings, and 10. Abstract. Topic 4. Procedure to obtain patent. Section 6 of the Patents Act 1970 stipulates that an application for a patent for an invention may be made by the following persons. 1. True and first inventor of the invention. And/or 2. Assignee of the true and first inventor. And/or 3. Legal representative of any deceased person who immediately before his death was entitled to make such an application. Under the Patents Act 1970, the applicant can file any of the following applications at the Patent Office. 1. Ordinary application. 2. PCT International Phase application. 3. PCT National Phase application. 4. Convention application. 5. Divisional application. And 6. Application for patent of addition. The Act further provides under Section 39 that a person resident in India cannot make or cause to be made an application outside India for the grant of a patent for an invention without seeking prior permission from the controller. After receipt of the patent application, every patent application is published after 18 months from date of filing or date of priority of the patent application, Section 11A. After publication of application, the next stage of processing of patent application is examination, Section 11B. The Patent Office, thereafter, examines the patent application for formal and substantive defects. After curing the objections, if any raised by the Patent Office, the patent is granted to the applicant and its grant is again published. As per the Section 53, the term of patent is 20 years from the date of filing of the application. In order to keep the patent in force, the patentee should pay the prescribed renewal fee, Chapter 11. Topic 5. Rights of patentee and limitations. Section 48 of the Act prescribes that, in case of a patented product, the patentee shall have the exclusive right to prevent third parties from the act of making, using, offering for sale, selling, or importing for those purposes that product in India. And, in case of a patented process, the patentee has the exclusive right to prevent third parties from the act of using that process, and from the act of using, offering for sale, selling, or importing for those purposes the product obtained directly by that process in India. However, the patent right is not an exclusive right. Section 47, 49, 107A and Chapter 17 provide for limitations on the rights of the patentee. Based on the Section 63, the patentee may also at any time offer to surrender his patent through an application in prescribed format to the controller. Unauthorized use of patented invention leads to patent infringement. The term infringement has not been defined under the Act. The Act provides for only civil remedy in case of infringement of patent rights, Section 108. Topic 6. Revocation of patent. Patent can be revoked on the following instances. 1. Revocation by appellate board on petition by a person interested or the central government or the High Court on a counterclaim in a suit for infringement on grounds related Section 64, 1, Patents Act, 1970. 2. Revocation by the High Court on petition for failure to comply with the request of the central government to use the invention, Section 64, 4. 3. Revocation of patents relating to atomic energy by the controller, Section 65. 4. Revocation by the central government for public interest, Section 66. 5. Revocation by the controller on account of non-working of the patent, Section 85. Topic 7. Working of patent and compulsory licensing. Section 83 of the Act stipulates that the patents are granted to encourage inventions and to secure that the inventions are worked in India on a commercial scale and to the fullest extent reasonably practicable without undue delay. Compulsory licenses come as recourse to abuse of patent rights caused due to non-working of the patent. They are also used in cases of dire public health needs. Topic 8. Utility model protection. A utility model stands as a class of intellectual property right which is granted for small innovations or incremental innovations. They are also known as petty patents, innovation patents, short-term patent, utility model certificates, incremental patents, etc. No law on the protection of utility models has been enacted in India. A utility model protection is given for innovations having small degree of inventiveness. Here, Chapter 2 is over. We will learn the Chapter 2 in detail with the help of MCQ series through the next video. Thanks for watching our video. Feel free to leave feedback below. Best of luck. Stay home and study well.